On this week's UBC From Here, giving seniors a leg up.
Fitness and lifestyle plays so much part of aging well, and that's why I want to do this. I have friends that live in my plus 55 building that are in their late 80s that are also in this group, and I want to make it to their age and be as healthy as they are.
What's in that diaper?
The goal of our study is to understand how early nutrition affects gut health in infants. The response from the community has been good, however it could be better. We are absolutely asking for something odd. We're asking for baby poop.
And UBC Okanagan students behind a new glossy magazine.
We looked at the state of publications in Kelowna right now, and there seemed to be nothing specifically geared towards the student demographic that actually had relevant content that students could connect with.
Welcome to this week's UBC From Here. I'm Rosemary Jean Thompson. A group of UBC researchers is reaching out to seniors in an effort to improve their health and expand their social circles.
A lot of seniors are quite isolated and feel lonely and may not have quality relationships. This kind of program is designed specifically for those folks that don't have a lot of friends. Walk and Talk is a program that we're holding out in the community to engage seniors in socialization, health education, and physical activity. Part of our main goal is to reduce loneliness and isolation and improve lifestyle behaviors in seniors.
I think that older people are sometimes neglected and they should be more involved than they are, even if they're in a care home. It's difficult for them.
Fitness and lifestyle plays so much part of aging well, and that's why I want to do this. And the support of knowing other people and meeting new people. I have friends that live in my plus 55 building that are in their late 80s that are also in this group, and I want to make it to their age and be as healthy as they are.
The participants from Walk and Talk for Your Life are coming from all walks of life, if you will, if you'll pardon the pun, are aged, all of them, over 55. This program, put on by UBC, originally derived by student interactions with seniors living in affordable housing.
I wanted to get involved in this program because I really like working with this age group, and I'm a huge fan of exercise and kind of using exercise as medicine. Falls are extremely prevalent in this age group, and the exercise program that we're using has been proven to reduce falls. And it's really nice to be able to talk with the participants and kind of get to motivate them to exercise.
At my age, you have to keep busy. You can't slide back or you're going to be sorry. I'm not a person who usually exercises. And when I saw this opportunity, I took it. And I've really learned a lot about how to strengthen your body. And I also wanted to get to know some other women to keep in contact with, to socialize, which you lose as you get older.
The response to the Walk and Talk program has actually been phenomenal. We've been very thrilled to see and meet many new seniors who participate with enthusiasm and who are actually beginning to show benefits already.
It's a dirty job, but someone has to do it. UBC researchers are comparing the bacteria in babies' excrement based on whether they are breastfed or formula fed. The overall goal is to improve the health of babies.
Good gut health means that you have a particular collection of microbes that all live in harmony and prime the immune system properly, which sets the stage for what type of disease profiles you'll have later on in your life. Everything that I do in the lab has to do with how do we have good gut health. And typically I define myself as somebody who understands or tries to understand how the environment affects our gut microbes and how those gut microbes drive our immune responses and keep us healthy. We're starting to understand that gut microbes can actually drive different types of immune responses that lead to things like autism, things that we've never appreciated that these gut microbes actually have a role in before. So the future in this type of research is actually quite huge and very new and very exciting. The goal of our study is to understand how early nutrition affects gut health in infants. The response from the community has been good, however it could be better. We are absolutely asking for something odd. We're asking for baby poop, which can seem rather private, but in actuality it's something that people are throwing out anyway, and we try to make it really easy on the participant.
We basically drive to the participant's home and we collect stool samples from them once a month until the parents start solid food into the baby's diet, so around 6 months of age. The reason we collect before they start solid food is we're interested in the components of either breast milk or formula, depending on what the parents are feeding their child. So, for example, formula, if they're just giving formula, it's important that we correlate what we find in the stool to that formula diet.
But we'll just come to your door and sneak your poopy diaper away. It actually is very valuable to not only to our lab, but obviously to the understanding of how factors influence your baby's health and what that means for the baby when the baby grows up.
The first reaction that I get when I talk to people about my project is they just started laughing at me and say that, "Are you serious?" We are serious about it, and I think this may be a new research area for me and for many other people, but it is very important. We are approaching it in a very non-invasive way by collecting the stool samples.
I didn't picture myself working with poo, but when I found out that I could, I was pretty excited.
I actually think people think about gut health a lot because it affects us every waking second. People might not think about the science behind it, but in actuality, many of us are thinking about it constantly, especially if you have tummy troubles. And a lot of people actually do. A lot of people don't like to talk about it, but they have discomfort. And that can manifest in different types of diseases that are diagnosed, or it can manifest just in uncomfort and living life without feeling as good as you can. The future is pretty bright because in this line of research, we're starting to understand that the gut microbes really drive not only local intestinal immune responses, but also immune responses throughout your entire body.
Be the person.
Be the person who knows how to watch out for their friends, especially those under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Who stands up to rape culture and avoids using offensive, sexually inappropriate language.
Who understands what sexual assault really is, which includes any unwanted sexual contact or activity.
Be the person.
Be the person. Be the person.
Be that voice. Be the voice of Sarah.
Walk and Talk is all about keeping yourself fit and communicating with people.
So many people need this in their lives. I have friends that are in their late 80s, and I want to make it to their age and be as healthy as they are.
The kind of people who should participate in this program are seniors who are interested in learning more about health and healthy lifestyles, who are interested in meeting new friends and becoming more physically active.
A small group of UBC Okanagan students have started up a glossy new magazine that promotes the Okanagan, and the magazine is gaining a strong following.
When you open up this magazine, it's a symbolic opening of doors to Kelowna for students that have never been here before. So they open up the magazine and they're like, wow, why don't I try that restaurant? Why don't I try out this business? And it gives an opportunity for different businesses in Kelowna to also connect with students. And I think that's the important part of our magazine that's different than anything else.
Class Magazine is a great way to connect students of all different types. You've got science kids that can write about their research in class. You've got art students that want to show their work to everybody. You've got writers that want to publish their work as well. There's not a real good vehicle that everybody can come together.
We looked at the state of publications in Kelowna right now, and there seemed to be nothing specifically geared towards the student demographic that actually had relevant content that students could connect with. So when we look at our international student population, they come onto our campus and they don't know where to go. They don't know where to eat. They don't know where to get their hair cut. They don't know where to go for dinner or even go to the dentist. So we wanted to come out with a campus publication that students would need, but also could connect with. So we keep ourselves relevant by having student contributors write articles about what they like and what they're passionate about instead of us telling them what to write about. And that's how we become relevant, and that's why students want us and need us, I think.
Despite the fact that Rocky and I are both biochemistry students, that doesn't really fit the mold of two kids that want to put together a publication. However, I've always been entrepreneurial and creative from a young age. I've been in music, I've been in web design, I'm a great writer. Well, I like to consider myself a good writer. That was the vehicle for me to get into Class Magazine. As far as Rocky goes, I've been with him since first year, and we know each other really well. He's very brilliant, he's good at the business end of things, so I thought it was a great pairing.
The amount of feedback that has been positive that we have received from both, not just students, but the community as well, has been overwhelming.
The future for Class Magazine is a tough question. We really don't know where it can go. We believe that it can go national, but for me, even if I got to release 4 issues in my final year and leave a mark that someone, all these students got to see it, that's a win for me. So it depends on how you frame it, how you look at it, I think.
That's it for this week's show. For more stories from the Okanagan campus of UBC, visit UBCO.tv. And we'd love to hear from you, so why don't you send us your comments and feedback to stories@UBCO.tv. I'm Rosemary Jean Thompson. Thanks for watching.